Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to play a new game. I'd like you to look at the game board. What do you think we're going to try to do today as we play this game? Can you share with me? Over here I see some pennies. I'm noticing some tens frames. Did you guess that we're going to be trying to fill up the treasure chest? If you did, you're right. Today we're playing a game called Fill Up the Treasure Chest. And we're going to be using the same cards from yesterday. So you and your partner will take turns again. You'll take turns flipping the card. You'll ask yourself how many pennies you can take after you read the math problem on the card. And then you'll move that many pennies to fill up the tens frames until the entire board is filled up. Can you tell how many pennies we're going to be trying to fill up today? Well, if we look at this tens frame, we know that there are how many spaces? Yeah, 10. And then I'm noticing below that there's another one. We could count a special way. We could count by, yes, we could count by tens. Let's try it. 10. 10 more would be 20. Another 10 would give us 30. And another 10 would give us 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. So today, your goal is to collect 40 pennies. And you're going to use our math cards to do that. So if I flip first, I turned over this card. What does this card mean? Can you tell me? I bet many of you are saying that it says 1 plus 1. And some of you may have shared that that means we're taking one of something and adding one more to it. Some of you may have even thought about a problem to go with it. Like this morning, I grabbed one banana and then I grabbed one more banana and I ate 2 of them. So 1 plus 1 gives us 2. So on my turn, I'm going to take 2 of those pennies and I'm going to place them on the tens frame. Then my partner would flip next. And what did my partner get? What does this card mean? What strategy could I use to solve 5 minus 3? I could use some cubes. You're right, if I had cubes nearby. I could use my fingers. I could show 5. I could take 3 away. What does that give me? You're right, it gives me 2. So my partner would add 2 pennies to the treasure chest. Now, all together, how many pennies do we have so far on our game board? You're right, we have 4. What did I flip over now? 1 plus 4. What does that mean? How many pennies do I get to add to the game board next? You're right, I get to add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now how many pennies do I have on our game board? Did you notice that I had 9? How many more pennies will I need to fill up this first tens frame to make 10? Just 1 more. What did I flip next? 2 plus 3. What does that mean? How many pennies do I get to add to the game now? You're right, I get to add 5. 1. Now that I've filled up this first tens frame, I'm going to go below. I used 1 penny. I have 4 more to use. Now how many pennies do I have on my treasure chest? Can you tell? 10 up here, 4 more below, gives me 14. So today, you and your partner are going to keep playing until all of the tens frames are filled up and you have 40 pennies. Have fun playing Fill the Treasure Chest today. Today, you also have a choice of how you'd like to play Fill the Treasure Chest. You can play on the computer, or you can play with the materials at home. If you're playing with the materials at home, you'll need your game board, your treasure chest, you'll need a cup of pennies, and you'll need to find how many pennies today. Do you remember when we counted by tens? Let's try it again. 10, 20, 30, 40. So you'll need to search in your house today and find 40 pennies. I put mine in a cup so that they stay together. And you'll also need your cards today with our math facts. After you decide with your partner who's going to go first, the first person will flip over their card and they'll think about how many moves they'll get to take. And when we play Fill the Treasure Chest, remember that's how many pennies you get to put into the tens frame. So if I flipped over 5 minus 2, what does that tell me? How many pennies do I get to pick out of the cup? Remember, you can always use your tools to help you. You might be using cubes. Today I brought some triangles. So if I had 5 green triangles, and I know I'm taking away because I see that minus sign. If I take 2 away, how many will be left? 1, 2. You're right, 3. So 5 minus 2 equals 3. I'm going to reach into my cup and add 3 pennies to my tens frame on the treasure chest. And then you and your partner will keep going. The next person will flip over a card. Now I have 5 minus 1. If I have 5 green triangles and I take 1 away, how many will I have left? You got it. I'll have 4 left. So I'm going to reach into my cup and I'm going to add 4 pennies to my tens frame. 2, 3, 4. And remember, today when you're playing Fill the Treasure Chest, you're playing until you get all of the spaces filled in, until you have collected 40 pennies. So decide how you'd like to practice playing this game today.